Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program and my Let's Play of said game. My name is Hillstash, and I still haven't ended those flights over there. We have Bill and Jeb for our first piloted space attempt in 0.19. So we're just kind of cheating a little bit, and you know, we don't need to do the whole launch a little rocket launch. You know, we did this our Sputnik already, and we have a satellite out in geosynchronous and so on and so forth. So it's time to do a space station. I kind of did a lame attempt at a space station last series in 0.18. I had the Manly space station, named after, of course, Scott Manley. And anyway, this time I will try to do a better space station. And this is just the core, and every part here is meant to be returned safely to Kerbin, even though some parts are going to be falling off. You know, and when I remembered, I wanted to do one thing too. That needs to be down there. Glad I remembered that. Every part then either parachutes back on its own and presumably gets picked up by a ship, or I have to manually deorbit some of the inner stages here, I think. That's the plan. And of course we have the B9 mod up here, looking good. And yeah, I think we are ready to go. Let's give it some throttle. And this is going to be probably a pretty short episode. I don't have a lot of time. And Eeloo is kind of in front of the screen. That's definitely a goal. 0.19. Got to get to Eeloo some point here soon. So anyway, I'm going to probably talk through the ascent. So Jeb and Bill, let's hope they survive this. Maybe a bit more throttle. In 3, 2. All right, looks good so far. I would say we have a good ship. Oh, and so I've been playing around with MechJeb. I've got a little bit more of a custom. All right, Eeloo. That's slightly annoying. How about way down here? Look at the mouse way down here. No. I can't even see my velocity. Oh, 143. That's terrible. Sorry, Eeloo. So one of the good things about this, though, is that you can see the atmospheric drag, and Eeloo is still in front of the screen. And that atmospheric drag got up really high there when my speed got up too high. I also wasted a lot of fuel. Give it a little bit more throttle now, I think. Yeah, still dropping down, but okay, acceptable. I don't know if is my voice going all over the place? Is this recorded in stereo? I don't even know. Let's see if I can get her down way over here. Look at Bill and Jeb. Jeb's excited. Okay. You can't see the cat that's in front of the screen, but it's very annoying. Okay, she's down by the mouse. Good, good, good. I can see the speed again. It's still too high. Now I gotta do a pitch over. Which I think I'm gonna want to go a little more aggressive. And yeah. Because her speed's already fairly high. Look at over here, the apoapsis. 15, 16 kilometers. Yeah, so that's already 3 kilometers kind of above where I am. Anyway, not a big deal. Everything should be going fine here. Those first ones should have parachuted off. I couldn't see because of the cat. Let's see if I can get her to come up on my lap here. Oh, squeaky. Hi. So she had her ovariohysterectomy the other day. That's the fixed spade, that's the word. Oh, why am I not? I need to be paying more attention. Aggressive. Here. And let's look over here. Gotta get some horizontal speed going. Oh yeah. This is not going to be the most efficient to orbit. Anyway, she got spayed the other day. Let's see, can you see the oh, you wouldn't be able to see the parachutes coming out at this altitude. If we get up to orbit fast enough, though, I might be able to switch back and watch them. Okay. Get a little bit more throttle. Apoapsis is 57. Good. This thing's gonna have tons of fuel. Everything should be good for this. Anyway, so she had it done. Everything went really well. And apparently by that evening she was it was like she'd never had anything done at all. So the vets were very impressed with her, and they wanted to keep her, apparently. which is of course not allowed. She's ours. And they misspelled her name. They did not get the Eeloo reference. Shocked, I'm sure we are. Okay, 76, 77 kilometers. I'll take it up to 85 or so. And we'll call that the altitude that the space station will be at, somewhere around 85. And yeah, so she came back. Whoops, there we are. That's a little high. Okay, she came back yesterday, and I was worried that, because she plays with a dog a lot, I was worried that she would, can we switch to those other ones? I can't, yeah, I can't really switch to them. Suffice it to say, they'll touch down safely. Yeah, so I was worried about her tearing her stitches and licking at it and stuff. There seems to be no issue though. She did fall down the stairs a couple times. She lost her balance a little bit or something. And she's a goof, so, but everything seemed to hold together. So Eeloo is good. She's no longer do we have to worry about her being in heat. I have 30 some seconds to apoapse here. So what I'll do, I think I can get close to orbit just on this tank. It looks like I have enough left. So start giving it a little bit of throttle here. Don't want to get what's the word? I don't want to get behind the apoapsis. So I may need to switch to things here and be at like 5 degrees or something. There we go. That's better. Oh, too much, too much. Too much. Ah! No, Eeloo, you're such a pain. I guess I can just toggle the throttle. I can't really see a whole lot of the things that are going on here. I need to pay attention to the periaps too. I don't want it to get too high when I disengage this stage. So maybe 25 kilometers or so, or apparently 29. Okay, now we stage there. What's our time to apoapse? 13 seconds. I think I can kind of go prograde now. Alright, there's a little bit of a... Oh, I went past. Shoot. Oh, Eeloo, get away. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. That brought it back. Oh, let's say maybe 5. Trying to get a pretty... Okay, that's pretty circular. It's off by 250 meters, so I'm very happy with that. Now let's see. One thing I did want to do, it'll look better this way. And yes, we have the big solar panels. Power will not be an issue. That was weird. Did one come out upside? Oh yeah, because they're flipped horizontally, so one came out upside down, I guess. There we go. So massive amounts of energy. No need to worry there. Let's get the view from the inside. We have the moon rising. I think we had enough delta V. We probably could have taken this to the moon. Okay, I do need to switch to... Ugh, why can't I... There seems to have been something went wrong with this. I don't know what it is where it's wanting to just do focus instead of switching to other vehicles. I don't know. It says use map view to select distant ones, but it doesn't seem like I can do that anymore for whatever reason. but I can always go to the Space Center and find it from here. Is that the one? Yeah. Oh, one thing I want to do is, I've called this the Hitchhiker just because the top bit has the Hitchhiker section for more crew capability, but I don't want to call the whole space station Hitchhiker. What I'd like is if you guys could suggest names for the space station, and I will pick from those names. I'll pick the most awesome / funny / silly one, probably, if you know my sense of humor. So that's something could be fun, depending if anyone does it or not. And there's this thing is going to turn terribly, terribly slow. Somewhere in here we have the probe. You can kind of see it in between there. There it is, the Probodyne thingy. Anyway, won't matter too much. We have some parachutes up here as well to orient ourselves, and we're going to do attempt to do a powered landing. Hopefully on land. Looks like definitely on land. So that's good news. I'm still not even that far from the core. I guess that's why when the like the Dragon or the Russian one and the space shuttle and things like that, they could actually watch it re-enter from the space station. I guess that's why, because as you can see here, we didn't even, no, yeah, they weren't going the same speed, I guess. This one didn't reach orbital velocity, whereas this one did. So yeah, there's some differences perhaps, but you'd definitely be able to see this one re-enter from that ship. Oh, we've switched orientation. Eeloo's going nuts again. So let's presume I had heat shields on the front, because that seems to be the direction it's going to orient itself. And we should get some nice effects here. Oh, where's we coming up to? There's some water there. Oh, we'll go to the south of it, it looks like. I don't know, I may have to manually put the parachutes out. They won't go out for a bit yet anyway. I don't know. Should be getting some re-entry effects here shortly. There we go. Should be interesting too, because it's going to flip as the ship flips, I think. Yeah. So what else is new? So there was some controversy on the forums from a live broadcast they did earlier in the week about expansion packs versus upgrades. They've always said upgrades will be free, and Harvestar said something about up to future. Oh, those apparently were already out. That's fun. Oops. Okay, yeah, he said anyway, the expansion pack that potentially could come out would be something that you'd pay for, and there was a lot of controversy with people saying, "Oh no, you said the updates are always going to be free and such." And anyway, I didn't see it that way. Perhaps I'm in the minority, but I saw it as updates are things like, you know, version 1.2, version 2.0, you know, will be updates. Whereas expansion packs are something like adding something completely different in, like a whole whack of new parts or something that wasn't really planned on being in the core game. So and I think some of the stuff he mentioned being in the expansion maybe at some points in the past had been mentioned about maybe making it into the game. So anyway, I didn't really fully see it, and he backtracked on that sort of stuff anyway, so it seems like it's not going to be an issue, although, you know, I wouldn't mind throwing more money at Squad. I can't remember how much I paid for the game. It was maybe $10. Look how much, you know, enjoyment I've got out of it and stuff like that. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. What else? There's some new parts coming up. There's a new rover wheels I saw being worked on. What else was there? Can't remember. There was another new part that they showed too. And yeah. We're getting close to being able to do our powered landing. Chute should open soon. There they go. I'm just going to fast forward until it looks like we're getting closer to the ground. We're not going to get a shadow because it's nighttime, but... Uh-oh. Why is the engine not working? No electric charge! Oh, crap. Minor oversight. But we did have 2 parts remaining. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Definitely more power. I've made that mistake I don't know how many times. You can probably tell me. So everything should be good up here. Whoops. I'm gonna end the flight of this this piece. No, not vehicle assembly building. There we are, the core. You lose a little bit in the way. What was that? Did you say something? We'll turn this ship. So it has nothing but RCS for power, which should be enough for maneuvering around. This thing still has lots of fuel and power. I really barely used anything. I guess I didn't need much in there. But eventually the idea will be, if I can get a good camera view, kind of looks like a plane actually. The idea will be, yeah, more bits will tag on. I think there's a connection point right up front here to dock onto, and one right back here. So one of the next pieces back here will probably be kind of a node with a bunch of other ports coming out of it. It'll be a simple one, and then I don't know what will stick out the front here. Maybe a escape pod or something like that. Let me know what other things I should be adding to the space station. I'll do maybe an episode or 2 adding bits to this, and then maybe we can send up a Mooner rover of some kind, refuel from here or something, and head to the moon. I think that's a good plan. This part I can return at some other point as well. It's kind of independent. I can detach it and then reattach it or something like that. Use its fuel mostly up. Might as well not waste. It's got a bit of monopropellant as well. This thing, of course, has a ton of monopropellant. So, thank you very much for watching. My name is Hillstash, and I will see you soon at the yet to be named, please give me a naming suggestion, space station. See you soon. To manually deorbit some of the inner stages here, I think. That's the plan. Of course, we have the B9 mod up here, looking good. And yeah, I think we are ready to go. Let's give it some throttle. And this is going to be probably a pretty short episode. I don't have a lot of time. And Eeloo is kind of in front of the screen. That's definitely a goal. 0.19. Got to get to Eeloo some point here soon. So anyway, I'm going to probably talk through the ascent. Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program and my Let's Play of said game. My name is Hillstash, and I still haven't ended those flights over there. We have Bill and Jeb for our first piloted space attempt in 0.19. So we're just kind of cheating a little bit, and you know, we don't need to do the whole launch a little rocket, launch, you know, we did this our Sputnik already, and we have a satellite out in geosynchronous and so on and so forth. So it's time to do a space station. I kind of did a lame attempt at a space station last series in 0.18. I had the Manly space station, named after, of course, Scott Manley. And anyway, this time I will try to do a better space station. And this is just the core, and every part here is meant to be returned safely to Kerbin, even though some parts are going to be falling off, you know. And when I remembered, I wanted to do one thing too. That needs to be down there. Glad I remembered that. Every part then either parachutes back on its own and presumably gets picked up by a ship, or I have to... So one of the good things about this though is that you can see the atmospheric drag, and Eeloo is still in front of the screen, and that atmospheric drag got up really high there when my speed got up too high. I also wasted a lot of fuel. Give it a little bit more throttle now. I think, yeah, still dropping down, but okay, acceptable. I don't know if is my voice going all over the place? Is this recorded in stereo? I don't even know. So Jeb and Bill, let's hope they survive this. Maybe a bit more throttle. In 3, 2. Alright, looks good so far. I would say we have a good ship. Oh, and so I've been playing around with Mech Jeb. I've got a little bit more of a custom... Alright, Eeloo. That's slightly annoying. How about way down here? Look at the mouse way down here. No? I can't even see my velocity. Oh, 143. That's terrible. Sorry, Eeloo.